All right, thanks for tuning in to Big Air videos about our collapsible Bimini. It's already installed in the boat. As we start out, we're going to go back and show you how to assemble it and how easy it is. And the only tools you really need to build and install this Bimini is really probably just a cordless screwdriver, if you will, or even just a Phillips head screwdriver. You can do it by hand. It's that simple. We're going to walk you through that process. So let's go back and start from the beginning. Hey, this is Big Air TV. Today, our video is going to be about our collapsible Bimini. We're going to start from what shows up at your door in the box. We're going to go from there to the assembly, then the installation on a CUDA tower today. So you're going to see all these things, so walk along with me. We'll start out talking about our fabric choice. It is Sunbrella, the best UV and strength rated fabric on the market. We don't compromise. There are cheaper alternatives. Don't make that mistake. Sunbrella is the way to go. Beyond that, we have our boot for storage. It's a zipper boot, great, it's a must-have. Straps, there's some options on this Bimini. You're going to see these as we go through it. The straps are one option for securing it, but the other are the struts that we have here. Over here, we have all the clamp hardware. These are very special, non-marring, proprietary clamps that belong to Big Air. These clamps are awesome. We've never had one fail in all the years we've been using them. Incredibly strong and will not mark the finish on your tower. Big, big thing. Up front, we have our front corners or legs, if you will, and then we have our crossbows right here, and then these are our rear legs or corners, if you will, and then these are our mids, and you'll see all these things come together. But this is basically what you're going to see come in the box when it shows up at your door. And now we're going to walk you through the assembly process of this Bimini. All right, we're doing one of the hoops, if you will. We're going to put the corner in with the crossbow. Real quick, we'll just show you how simple it is. You can see both holes are drilled, so you don't have to worry about alignment. Sometimes you got to twist them a little bit to put them together. It's not uncommon. This is our self-tapping screw right there. It's very short. It goes in quite nicely. Just take your drill. I run a little clutch setting on mine. You can hear it right there. Same thing, one more, and that's how you put the, and all these crossbows are the same, so you don't have to worry about that. So you just line them up with the holes, and you're gonna be good to go. Okay, we've got our bows together. We went ahead and inserted these front and rear bows, if you will. You can see this is what we call our rear. The jaws, you can see them, so that's how you know it is. See, there's a tag at the very back, and so that's how you know where the rear leg actually goes through there. We just simply thread it through and out the other side. And here you can see this is the front bow, and we run it through this fabric here, and we have it pointing to the back. There's no orientation required there. And here is our mid bow. Now, I'm just gonna show you how easy it is. You can see the fabric's got a little pocket right here. I'm just gonna push it open, slide it through, and we're gonna have it in place, and it's ready to assemble from here. All right, we've got it together on the ground upside down, as you can see. We've got the mid bow connected to the rear leg. It just uses a stainless screw. Use a Phillips head, that's all it takes. 1 minute, no effort at all. Slide it into the jaw and fasten. Over here, we've got a special release pin. It's a stainless quick release system, and we're going to come in for a close-up here in a second and show you how to function this special pin and why, and later on you'll see why it's important. Okay, we're here to talk about strap assembly. Necessary, sometimes straps are a little confusing to people, but I'm here to make it a lot easier for you and show you how simple it is to do. What we've done is we're connecting straps to our rear bow to our mid bow, and you can see this one's virtually in place, one more step to go on it. But what it's done is routed down and through a pocket right here and around this bow and back this way. And here's the undone strap. But what I need to show you is when you're assembling it, how to route it. So first of all, we just take the free end up and around, and then when you come out to here, here's kind of the magic. It's so simple, but it can be confusing at times. So what I've got, I'm just taking this free end and going through the outside of the loop. As you can see, my hand's there. It shouldn't be too hard. Lift it up, get some stroke up there, then come through and route it to the other side of the loop. So you're just kind of like going over the mountain or hill and then pulling it through, and you've got it there. And then you can adjust it from there. So that's what is right here on this loop. There's a pocket right there and openings for the same on that side. So now let's go to the next step. We've got a loop right here. All we've got to do is slide this onto this mid bow. So it's very simple. I've already released the screw here. I'm just gonna pull that bow out. I wanna make sure I orient it right. I've got it the way I want it. I slide it over. Slide down, I'll pull back a little bit then and release. And then I'll put that back and I'll put my screw back in my jaw, and we'll repeat the same procedure for over there, and then we'll adjust those straps when we get time to set the bimini up in this final position. Each bimini can be assembled or tied down uniquely. In this case, we're actually going to run a strap to the front, and in the rear we're going to use a strut, and you'll see how it looks later on, but right now we've got to do the preparation work. So what I've got is one of our tie down straps right here, and all I've done is just slid on the leg. So I haven't cheated, got ahead of you. I've just put it on. This is actually the front leg because we're going to strap to the front, and you'll see right here, I don't know, you may not be able to see it, but in my hands, one of those self-tapping screws, but just this little grommet or piece of protector is going to help protect the strap. In here, there's a small hole down in here that's already pre-drilled. I'm not going to do it on camera because it's hard to see, but I'm going to put the strap in place with this screw and with this small grommet and secure it there with the strap heading straight out in a position such as that. So that's the layout that you should do if you're using the straps, and you'll understand more as we go along. All right, we've come a ways. The bimini now is on the boat. We've taken some opportunities here and we put the clamps on. This is a 2.5-inch clamp with a 1/4-inch bushing, which is used for the kudu tower. And we've got some other things in place. So don't worry, we're gonna talk about those. These are very easy. It's a quick release wing nut here and so on. Very simple. We'll show you more of that here in a minute. But I just wanted to show you that it's in place, and you're gonna see we have a speaker light combo up here. Now, if we bring this bimini up, we're going to have an interference problem on a standard bimini. So we're going to take a clip here and show you how it would be done if you're doing it the wrong way as this bimini arches up. So watch as we do that. All right, we've got our bimini in place. We're ready to erect it. It's in traditional position here. On the CUDA, we'll see some interference here. We'd rather run this more to the front, but it's still okay for what I want to show you. So, first problem, if you have a standard bimini, this is what you're going to run into when you have speakers, lights, such as our speaker light bar combo here. So as I pull the bim up, without a system like ours, I'm already hitting it, and there's a lot of interference. So you can't overcome this. It's a classic bimini problem. So what I'm going to do is our standard system has a release pin in here. So I'm going to release that pin. Now I'm going to pull this leg out or bow out of the jaw. Begin to tuck it down into a pocket here, and it allows me to swivel this through. Now it's still a little awkward, but not too bad. I'll kind of fish my way through, and then I'll come up here, rotate it, put it back into the jaw. I'll take my pin, and I'll stab it right in there, set the pin, and we're good. And of course at that point, then you can go ahead and set your straps or your struts, whatever the setup you like, and we've talked about that other parts of the video. So, but take note, this is our option 2 upgrade system that we have here for our swivels. I recommend this. You pay more for this for that convenience, and that's the differences between those options there. All right, here's the best part. I know I've said a lot of things are the best part, but this is an upgrade that I highly recommend that you consider for your bimini. This makes life so easy. We showed you earlier you can pull a pin down here, and it's a little awkward. It's still great and allows you to keep things like your speakers or speaker light bar combos. But watch what you can do with our upgraded hinge system. I'm going to go ahead and pull these. We've added our special hinges in here. They're proprietary. I'm going to go ahead and pull my lanyard pins. Now watch what happens here. Now I simply pull the system up. Look how it clears. And there we go. And I simply bring it back up. I'll stab my pin right here. There we go. And then I'm just going to put my strut on here temporarily. Then I'll put my securing system on there in a second. I've got that. And that's how easy it is to put it up with our special proprietary hinge system here. I highly recommend you think about this upgrade. It costs a little bit, but what a difference. And you won't find this anywhere else. And of course, we'll tighten the straps up here in a minute, but the BIM works great in that function there. All right, we've got the Bimini up, it's in place, and we're just going to talk a little bit about some of your options, which are struts and straps. This Bimini comes with both. This is your longer strut supplied here, and here's your shorter one. We could have used it here and secured off our tubing. We come with the clamps you need, or they come with the straps that you can secure and run out with a quick release stainless material to an eyelet such as we've done here. Now let me talk about the why we did what we did here on the company boat. We like a strut, it's a clean look, it fits well, so we've gone to here and set this up. But in this case, we use a strap in the back, just hiding it alongside the lines of a tower. It's very tight, and I recommend using a strap because it will help you secure your tower by putting a lot of tension. These Biminis like tension. I'm probably pulling 15, 20 pounds there, and that's what we've loaded in this. And so straps allow you to pull tension. They're not a must, you can do it, but don't worry, it's almost unheard of to overload pulling some tension on there. That's how you get a good, tight Bimini top. So it's your options. You can go however you want, but the perpendicular you are, actually the better you're gonna be, and we like to secure our struts up high to get a good strut in the frame too. You can find a lot of that in the instructions. So that is the assembly of the Bimini. Okay, I'm going to show you an option here that we have for forward swept towers like the Cuda. This is probably how we'd actually run ours on this Cuda tower. We basically moved our folding position to the front and turned our Bimini around. The reason being is it just stows better up into this area here. It's not a must, but we just flipped it around, but we would have to run our straps and struts backwards. We've not done that today, but you'll get the gist. It's very simple, and you'll see all the other things in the video should give you the information you would need to do this. But here's the why. Once again, it nests into here, and now watch how easy our folding. We have our special upgraded folding system in here. I'm gonna show you how it works real quick. So we're just gonna lay it under. I'm gonna grab that front bar. I've already got the hinge bending. Watch how easy this system, look at that, it just cleared there. Now as I step down into here, and then we would just secure with our straps. I don't have them in place right now, but look how easy that went up. It's probably the better system for the Cuda, so that's what I recommend there, but not a must, but you have options. All right, we're done. Finally, we're ready to go to the lake. It actually didn't take very long. We just showed you so many different options that it takes a while. But with that said, we've got our Cuda tower with our Bimini turned around. It's got our upgraded option 2 hinges on it. We've got it tight. We've got our struts to the front, straps to the back. You could run all straps. You've got all those options. One thing we do want to talk about though, don't go down the road with this deploy. We really recommend that you go ahead, put the boot on and stow them. That's the proper way to row. It's not good for your Bimini. Once you get the lake, fold it out. It's really fast. I thank you for taking the time to learn about our Collapsible Bimini. I hope you see the value in it and see the quality. You will not be disappointed. Give us a call or one of our vendors or dealers. They're more than ready to help you. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.